Everyone knows LAR Games, and today I'm watching, well, not really. I'm kind of gonna go through around 3 episodes of this, because turns out I've been on the wrong fantasy sort of series this season. I decided to go with Isekai Cheat instead of Okaasan Online because, well, the titles themselves. Not to mention I actually read a couple chapters of this one before and ended up dropping it because I didn't like the mom character. But I casually decided to just look at a couple episodes of this. Wasn't really planning on reacting to it anyway, so I just saw a couple and realized it's a lot more entertaining than Isekai Cheat by a long shot. And despite the mom still being incredibly annoying, there are some other characters that make it all worthwhile. Now, like I said, I did watch 3 episodes of this, so instead of reacting to those, I can't, can't react to them, so instead of that, I am going to kind of go through them and give my thoughts on these, kind of as like a little almost review sort of thing, till I, catch up to where I last watched it. Then I'll be able to continue reacting to the rest of it, because I'll be blind again. So, Isekai Cheat was a disappointment. This one was surprisingly enjoyable. So, let's just get started and try to catch up again to the current point in the season. So, it starts off with the main character here kind of filling out an application while his mom is cooking. I don't know where he got this application, but it seems the mom knows about it, probably gave it to him. It's kind of showing her smiling knowingly here, but at the same time makes it hard for me to believe, later seeing what she's like later on, that she's any sort of calculating at all, because she isn't very smart, in the least, so unsmart that I don't know how she had a kid. It's to that point. But he's answering all these questions, and they're set up to kind of probably submit their eligibility for this game that they're going to be playing. And it seems like, he doesn't have a super good relationship with his mom, and that's kind of the point of this whole thing, which they later reveal. So he fills this out. They go to... There's an opening. But they go to this office here where they start talking with, I assume it's the person in charge, or at the very least someone who has a lot of responsibilities in this company. A lot of people are calling this an MMO. I mean, an isekai, but it's an MMO. Not really an isekai. They're playing a game. It's even in the title. It's called Okaasan Online. And I always find that weird when people do that. I mean, even Sword Art Online isn't an isekai. It's just a game they're playing, even though it's a very immersive game. Just like this one. Some people, well, specifically one person I was talking to about it, mentioned that he goes into the game through the monitor, but I'm thinking it's probably just, visual flair. I don't think that's exactly what happened. It kind of reminds me of, it's probably something similar to the other show called, And You Thought There Was Never a Girl Online? I think that was the title, where it shows them in a very, immersive world, but in reality they're just playing a browser-based MMORPG. And this, I'm thinking that maybe it's just really immersive or something. Then again, I don't know, it's hard to... Maybe it is, immersive VR, I'm not really sure exactly what's going on here. Because everything does perform like a game. There's computer-like interactions everywhere. So he's in this online world now. And then, come on, it even shows loading screens. Alright, so they get their skills and stuff. The mom, for some reason, I think it's the point of this game, sort of, that the mom is supposed to be, like, really overpowered. Probably so she could impress the child and they could get to know each other, or at least get along better. But, if someone has unfair chi powers next to you, and you're the one that likes this sort of stuff, then it's probably going to be more frustrating than not. So I don't think the people who created this are thinking it very well through. So she gets overpowered abilities. He doesn't. She gets like an AoE ability. Oh yeah, this is one of the other things. He asked her, just out of curiosity, what do you think an account is? And then she answers, oh my goodness. Oh my god. See, this is the thing. Does she not have a bank account? Does she not have, like, any sort of credit card accounts? Like, how is she surviving in the world? I don't know. It's a mystery. I'm surprised she was able to cook in the beginning. Maybe one of the few things she dedicated all of her brain power to. They gave her the guidebook now, but considering what she does later, I doubt she actually read it. So here's another thing that makes me think that, you know, she's probably very mentally handicapped. They tell her to grab a sword, and he grabs one, like he's supposed to, obviously. And then she does this, because she says if she grabs one, the other one will be lonely. What? What is wrong with you? And they let her. That's the most frustrating thing. They allow her to take two swords. Like, what the? It's like if you started playing Pokemon or something, and then, like, you pick one, and then Gary gets another one, and then he just takes two. Like, what? So if that wasn't frustrating enough, he has to work pretty hard to defeat something, and then she just, like, obliterates an entire army of monsters, just single-handedly and without effort. Which is good. Like, I like that about isekais, but when it's not the main character, it's frustrating. Because that's not the person you're rooting for. And especially when the person who has these abilities is incredibly annoying and dumb. So yeah, she's definitely the worst part of this so far. I don't know what they're appealing. I mean, there's a specific type of people that I know that is appealing to, that they could have at least made the character something. Like, not this annoying and dumb. Like, it's just hard to believe that she's actually a mother. Or maybe, I mean, I don't know. I guess someone could have tricked her. And then bailed on her. See, there's another thing. Look at this. Like, I mean, obviously it's a game, but not only is she not very smart, she also seems pretty psychopathic, at least at this point. Look at that. She does say it's just effects, but I'm impressed at the ability of this game for having real-time shoot, what's the word? Destructibility mechanics, at least for the buildings. Kind of like the game Red Faction. Oh man, that was such a good game. At least the Gorilla one. I don't know about the original one. I think the original one just had terrain destruction. But the second one had like a really complex building destruction mechanic, which is awesome. And that's what it seems to be doing here. But at the same time, it doesn't seem like players get punished at all for doing anything. And I feel like they're never going to actually punish the mom for doing anything because it looks like she can just do whatever she wants and it's fine. That's pretty frustrating. So they're adventurers, and this is actually pretty funny. They start looking through all the party member applications. This one was pretty weird because to me it's like the mom came off as pretty racist here. She rejected this one just because she's an elf. She also rejected another one because she was a thief. Which, I mean, if you don't know anything about fantasy, then I guess that makes sense. Rejecting the elf, though, that one was pretty bad. There's also another one. I think it was because she was bloodthirsty or something. I couldn't land right. Oh, that face, though. Shoot, where is it? Where's that face? It was horrifying. Oh. Oh well. Alright, well yeah, the next episode is about them choosing the party members. And here they are in the ending. Kind of spoiling it a little bit. Because they haven't chosen anybody yet. I'm glad I didn't pay attention to that when I watched it. I haven't seen that blue-haired one, though. But yeah, that was it for this episode. Those are my thoughts. And besides the mom, they kind of got, like, a lot of... I got a few expectations from watching the first episode, and they were pretty positive ones, as long as it didn't have to do with the mom. So I decided to watch the second one, and that's what we're going to talk about next. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.